before he ended up facing charges.
Posts videos of himself to YouTube.
What up, Brad? Anybody remember this spot? We had a loaned to us Grom, and we came here. But there's a tunnel now, so I was gonna creep over here and take a little gander. Well, too small for this thing, but anyway. Guys, we're gonna go buy some new Vans, because I already wore out the bottoms of the ones I'm wearing. But that's not the point of today's video. That's just what I'm doing while we talk about what today's video is about. Slip and slidey, boys. Knock the dust off real quick, boys. Anyway, friends, I got a wild story to tell y'all about. This follower of the page, we'll call her. I'm not gonna call her a fan. I feel like that's cringy. I've talked to her at one point about maybe the next time I was in Denver, if she hit me up or whatever, I'd go give her a ride because she's never been on the back of a bike, blah, blah, blah. But she reached out to me a little while ago and told me something really nice. So I was like, huh. I was like, I wonder what happened. So I asked her what happened and what's going on, all this and that. And she sends me back a message, starts explaining this whole situation that happened. Now I'm gonna relate it to you guys. Basically, she was at a car meet, right? And was approached, and by the title y'all should know what I'm getting at, so I shouldn't have to like how the Porsche just blew the line. It's got all those brakes, couldn't even stop. Like an airplane, you hear it? Anyway, hold on, boys, let's take a look here. So she said she was at this car meet, and this appeared to her to be a nice young man. Said, hey, let me take you for a ride on my motorcycle. Oh, tunnel. Okay, let's go. Oh, what was that? Large wood. Never seen one of those before. Anyway, we're sliding! Ah! Anyway, so this nice young man, he's not a nice man, he's actually I'm gonna try not to curse and swear. He is a piece of garbage, human trash, scum of the earth. Hit her up and's like, monkey hell. Alright, monkey hell. Do we fit? It's like, look at the light! Oh, if I'm off the bike, the light's literally... Look at that, the light just sits there. What is this? Where did that come from? It just got some random grease on the tail. Did I get off my tail? Stupid grease. What do you... No. Oh, crap. Anyway, this isn't that interesting of a tunnel because it's too small. Ooh. Yeah, if I had the Grom, maybe, but no Grom. Anyway, so this young man asked her, hey, you want to go for a ride sometime? And she's like, well, I don't have a helmet. And he's like, I have a helmet. And she agrees. Innocent enough, right? Except, ladies, I know there's not a whole lot of you that watch these, but ladies, if a gentleman asks you to ride and he has a beginner bike, I mean, even if he has a 600 at this point, gosh, you never know with these squids today, but you have to ask him his riding experience, and you want a dude minimum well over a year to 2 years. This is a sketch. Oh, it's a long ways down. You want a guy that's gonna take you for a ride to be very experienced. Now, if it's your boyfriend and y'all are a thing or whatever, maybe it's maybe a little different, right? Because that's your boyfriend. But if it's just a random dude, you just don't let a random dude with no experience take you for a ride, because you don't know. Now, if a girl reaches out to Jigsaw and says, you want to take me for a ride, I have a huge track record of nothing but success stories and a bunch of videos online to showcase that I am quite the rider, and I can get around with a girl just fine. We're not gonna have any weird issues, and I don't have a clapped out bike that doesn't work, right? Like, my bikes they stop. I mean, maybe not for some of my extreme stuff, right? Like the Jigsaw we talked about, but it's gonna stop whenever I get it back from Jake. Please, Jake, please finish my motorcycle. Golly, I want that thing back. Anyway, you should find out how long he's been riding, because if he hasn't been riding very long, it's not a good idea for him to take a girl riding, and especially if you don't know him, because you don't know his experience. You don't know how much of a squid he is. He might really be trying to impress you by going fast, by being a jigsaw bra, even though he's not a jigsaw bra. So ladies and guys that don't ride or aren't that experienced, you youngins out there, just skip to y'all, don't take a chick riding when you're low on experience. And I'm jumping back, and Jared's going to start this in this particular part, but I'm not saying if you're unexperienced you can't take a girl for riding, but if you're unexperienced you should not be taking a girl for riding fast, chasing down your buddy on a big boy bike, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to take your girl to freaking Sonic a mile down the road and it's city streets and you're feeling pretty confident in your riding abilities, being only a year or less even, sure, but don't go ripping down the highway with a female when you do not have the experience. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. You need to be able to really handle your motorcycle, because then the girl in the back just makes everything more difficult. Oh, they're hitchhiking it up, brother. That adds more weight. You gotta brake harder. You gotta be more sturdy and strong when you come to a stop. Put your feet down. Roads and oil, whatever, is even more slippery. You really gotta be tiered. I don't think I gave a girl a ride, like a real ride, until a year and a half into me riding. Maybe a little longer. And even then, I've been riding bikes my whole life. So, yeah. Anyway, so this girl, young Brecken, lets this guy take her for a ride. They go for a ride. I don't know if it was like immediately after that meet or if they just moved on or what. I'm gonna have to turn this off. Hold on, we'll be back in a minute. Anyway, I forget where I was, but Brecken meets with this guy and they go on a ride. And he's on R3, okay? Starter bike is kind of a red flag. So they go off riding, right? And from what she remembers, they were zooming along he was trying to keep up with his friend, and his friend's on R6. So they're zooming along through traffic going pretty quick. And I guess at some point, because like I said, she doesn't really remember, and, is that a snake? Oh, it is a snake. Sneaky, sneaky, snake. Sneaky, sneaky, snake. Snaky, sneaky. I gotta get to use this little slivery snake.
I'm a slithery little sneaky snake.
I want to go look at the snake brahs, but low, this is thick. I don't want to stampede through this thick stuff, because there might be another slithery sneaky snake. Oh, but he's over there. You get away this time, slivery snake. Next time, you're mine. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so off. So, basically, he's trying to keep up with his buddy on R6. His R6 buddy slows down, and the R3 guy runs into the back of his buddy on the R6. Both of them were fine, and the bike just bucked, right? But the girl on the back got bucked off. So she gets bucked off because this kid's a freaking noob, and tunnel. This kid's a freaking noob, and wow. Well, I don't really want to go through that one, to be honest with y'all, because I already know what it's gonna do, because I can see the light down there. It's just gonna pop out the other side of these bridges. Plus, like, I have to be like completely hunched over, and my head's hitting the roof, and it's exhausting. Throws Brecken off the bike, sends her tumbling down the road. She ends up getting all kinds of beat up, right? She gets thrown off. She's laying on the side of the road now, and the kid on the R3, she doesn't know, right, because she couldn't remember, but basically, as far as she could tell, the kid on the R3 literally stopped, checked on her, and got on his bike and left. He got her thrown off the bike because he's an idiot and ran into his own buddy, and then just leaves her on the side of the highway all banged up. And Brecken is not like a little bit of road rash and a sore buttocks, right? Brecken is torn up. She's got a fractured pelvis, some kind of concussion, like her head is slightly bleeding, the back of it or something. Jared, put up the thing. She sent me a thing. Anyway, there. It's extensive. Like, she got messed up. She can't even walk. She's bedridden for, like, I think 3 months or more is what she said. So, like, she got screwed. This kid just rides off. It just leaves her. And then she doesn't even remember what happened after the whole incident. She just wakes up and she's in the hospital and all that. But luckily, people at the meet, somebody knew who he was, right? So they were able to get a hold of him, and I think he's going to get charged with like some kind of assault. It's like I think I have the charge. Jared, put up the charge. That's what he's going to get charged with, and rightfully so, because the dude literally just got this girl all kinds of messed up and then just left her. Like, see you later, sucker. Not like, I'm going to get out of here, call me if you need me to help you. Like, just left her. left her. She doesn't even remember anything past that point. That's how banged up she was. She doesn't even remember what happened after she fell off the bike. She just remembers being in the hospital, and it was because of her major concussion and stuff. So don't tell him what kind of garbage helmet he put on her head too. Like, he probably put some non-DOT approved garbage. And it's just the wildest thing ever. Like, also, like, the kid on the R6, I don't even know about that whole thing. I don't know if he left too. If they just both left, or I don't know. Either which way, for sure know that the kid on the R3, whom was giving her a ride, fled the scene after he got her all kinds of messed up. Which is just baffling to me. I'd beat the crap out of that kid.
Hurt him a little bit. Oh, beautiful.
I'd go to jail gladly for beating the crap out of that kid, because that is just unimaginable. I could not imagine. If something like that happened, guys, where I had a girl in the back, and I've had 0 incidents with a girl in the back. Like, I think one burned her leg accidentally, and even then it was my girlfriend, and it was her own fault, right? Couldn't really help that. She just put her foot next to the pipe for some reason. If something like that happened, I'd be inclined to pull out my Glock and execute myself samurai style, so that I'm the one that got the most injuries out of that accident. And like somehow the girl's just on the ground hurt and I'm not, or even if I was hurt, I'd have to get more hurt. Yeah, I would not feel very good about that at all. But this kid literally cared so little for this girl's life that with her being laid out on the side of the road, broken pelvis, broken, I don't even know what, she had a bunch of stuff broken, fractures, broken, whatever, and he just sees her and he just leaves. Like, what kind of heartless scumbag are you to do that? It just baffles me. And if anybody knows that kid, oh, what y'all, is that y'all's, like, there's got to be some brahs out here that know who this is and know who I'm talking about. Have you not beat the crap out of him? Has it not been like a thing where, like, oh yeah, if you see him, it's on site, curb stomp? Why wouldn't you? Is that the kind of people you want around in your riding community? Ones that take girls for rides, get them thrown off the back, and then ditch them on the side of the highway, laying there, all beat up? Just this poor sweet little girl just got freaking wrecked by because of some retard on R3. We're gonna see if this van store's open, guys. Hold on. Oh, you sexy, I love you. I need some Vans. Hold on, I'll be back. Anyway, that whole situation is just completely unfair, and that kid, he's not even a kid, I think he's like 20, so he's an adult, and he's a straight coward and a liberal. I don't know what to call him without cursing and swearing. He's some trash. Like, he needs to man up. That was like the most unmanly thing you could possibly do. You get a female completely, like, you might as well have took a baseball bat to her, and then you just leave her, and you take no responsibility, and you ditch her. Like, you're just a lowlife. I hate that. I hate that for Brecken. So shout out Brecken. Everybody send a prayer Brecken's way, because she's gonna need it to heal up good. Luckily she's pretty young, so I mean, she should just heal up just fine, and she learned her lesson. As she put it, her words, not mine, but she definitely did. But it sucks that she learned it that way. I don't understand. Like, this lane is open, just pull out and go. Driving's really not that hard. If you really think about it, you just drive and you just drive around. It's not difficult. It's pretty, all you do is drive. Alright, slow down there, hot rod. Somebody told me there's some trails out here, and I want to find them while I'm out here. Oh, here's the new shoe sprays. Woo! Some more black ones. We had some black ones, we already wore those out, and then we wore out the brown ones, and I just threw those away. Oh yeah, he's not beret. He's not beret. Brother, I ain't on a crotch track, and I'm not gonna chase you. You're fast. Congratulations. I mean, I'll get you out of light all day, but not when we're out here already going. Anyway, yeah, I mean, that's it, guys. Just don't be that kid, and if you know that kid, beat the crap out of that kid, and definitely don't invite him to go riding, because either A, he's gonna run into you, or B, he's gonna trick some girl to ride with him, and then mess up and get her killed. Like, it's a miracle Brecken didn't get killed. She got pretty banged up. They're just girls, guys. They're not like us. We can take some falls and bang our heads and stuff. Girls really can't. They cannot handle that kind of stuff near as well. So, like, the chances of them getting seriously injured and dying from some sort of head traumatic injury, just even with their helmet on, smacking the ground, is way higher than us. They're fragile. They're smaller. Bone structure. Science, guys. Remember that if you take girls out. I know y'all think, oh, you can't say that, you ride fast, it's because I'm the best, okay? I'm the best. I have a perfect record. Only time I've ever even crashed was because of the bike malfunction. I've never even crashed from my own ignorance. Unless you count me falling off my bike when I was trying to stand on the seat way back in the day. That was definitely my own ignorance. But yeah, now I have just a very big skill pile. And I'm definitely not going to mess up with a girl in the back. That's for sure. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I can tell you all that. So I have a perfect record. Deer! Oh, they're running! Fare me! Fare me! Suckers! Run, Bambi! Run! Ooh. Ruts! I'm not seeing where this trail is, guys. I was told there's a trail that went along the creek. Maybe all the way down here to this creek, but now I'm seeing a fence. So anyway, guys, that's all I had today. Just don't be that person, and if you know somebody like that, hit them. And if you know a guy that's clearly reckless and not up to par with skills, or has a bad tendency to show off when he doesn't have the skill to back it, and he's all like, I'm thinking about taking this girl, you should tell him, hey bro, not right now. Give it a little bit. Give it a little bit. Just be that friend to tell him. You probably shouldn't do that right now. You're not ready yet, and or just let him weigh in the thoughts of Brecken, for instance. Like, you know, I heard this story this one time. You know, get him a grasp of reality. There's no trails here, guys. I am disappointed. Where's the trails? Maybe on that side. For that matter, where's the creek? There ain't nothing but dirt and weeds down there. No creek. Anyway, that's all I had. I love y'all. I'll catch you on the next one.
His YouTube page continues to post videos of himself speeding